Which animal has fingerprints almost identical to humans? Koala fingerprints are so similar they can confuse crime scenes. Which country has the most islands? Sweden has over 220,000 islands, mostly uninhabited. What is the strongest muscle in the human body relative to its size? The masseter muscle in the jaw is the strongest by force per unit area. What is the only letter not found on the periodic table of elements? Every letter except J is used in element symbols. How many hearts does an octopus have? Octopuses have 2 branchial hearts and 1 systemic heart. What is the only country whose name begins with the letter Q? Qatar is the only country name starting with Q. Which common fruit is botanically classified as a berry? Botanically, a berry develops from a single ovary and contains seeds. What color is a polar bear's skin? Polar bears have black skin under their transparent fur to absorb heat. Which language is an official language in more countries than any other? English is an official language in over 50 countries. Which ancient civilization is credited with inventing paper? Paper was invented in China during the Han Dynasty. Which large animal cannot walk backwards? Kangaroos cannot walk backwards due to their large feet and tail. Which country has the most official currencies? Zimbabwe has multiple official currencies due to hyperinflation issues. Which bird has a sense of smell comparable to a dog's? The kiwi bird has highly developed nostrils at the end of its beak for foraging. Which major country has no permanent rivers? Saudi Arabia relies on desalinated water and ancient aquifers, lacking permanent rivers. On which continent do tigers live exclusively in the wild? Wild tigers are native only to various regions across Asia. Which animal can survive being frozen solid and then thaw out? Wood frogs produce a natural antifreeze, allowing them to survive freezing. Which metal is a liquid at or near human body temperature? Gallium melts at about 76 degrees C, which is below typical body temperature. Which sovereign country has a perfectly square flag? The flags of Switzerland and Vatican City are square. Which animal has the longest tongue relative to its body size? A chameleon's tongue can be up to 1.5 times its body length. Which vegetable is called the king of vegetables in India? Brinjal or eggplant is widely consumed and considered the king of vegetables in India. Which planet has a prominent ring system of ice and rock? Saturn is known for its distinct rings. Which wild animal has the shortest known adult lifespan? Mayflies live for only a day or two as adults. What is the only common fruit that continues to ripen after being picked? Avocados ripen after harvest, not on the tree. Which element makes up the majority of Earth's atmosphere? Nitrogen comprises about 78% of the atmosphere. What is the only food that bees produce specifically for human consumption? Bees produce honey as food for their colony and for humans. Which human organ is responsible for producing bile? The liver produces bile to aid digestion. Which country boasts the largest forest area globally? Russia has the largest forest area worldwide. Which deep-sea fish is famous for producing its own light? Anglerfish use a bioluminescent lure to attract prey. Which bird species is highly skilled at mimicking human speech? Parrots are well known for their ability to imitate speech. What is the only part of the human body that has no blood supply? The cornea receives oxygen directly from the air. Which large marsupial cannot move backwards? Kangaroos are designed to move forward. What insect has the shortest adult lifespan? Mayflies typically live only for a day as adults. Which metal melts when held in your hand? Gallium has a melting point just above room temperature. Which prominent desert nation lacks any permanent natural rivers? Saudi Arabia relies on desalination and groundwater. What unique sweet substance is produced by bees for human harvest? Honey is the primary bee product consumed by humans. What celestial body, once a planet, was found by an American? Pluto was discovered by Clyde Tombaugh in 1930. Which amphibian can survive being frozen solid? The wood frog produces natural cryoprotectants. Which European country has a square national flag? Switzerland's flag is one of only 2 square sovereign flags. What reptile has a tongue longer than its body? Chameleons can project their tongues up to 1.5 times their body length. Which purple vegetable is called king of vegetables in India? Eggplant brinjal is highly regarded in Indian cuisine.